Like this?
Greetings and salutations. Oh no, Nathaniel's sideways. Gotta get the technical heebie-jeebies out. Nathaniel! Hola. Nathaniel, on your phone... Oh, you can't hear me quite yet. We got Nathaniel a dummy, and he's going to be doing classes. Yay, Nathaniel.
Yay.
Hang on, I want to give my yay to Nathaniel in a second. I kind of trimmed my beard, and I don't think I did a very good job.
This is my bookie in the background.
What was that?
I was saying this is my dog in the background, but he just left.
Nathaniel, we can't hear you yet. Oh, there you are. Nathaniel, welcome.
Hi.
Yeah. And we got you flipped the right way.
One-handed claps.
So Nathaniel joins back with the team. He did one class. Now he has one of the blue dummies. So yay, cool beans. Nathaniel, your gi, is that a C2?
No.
What is it?
Wait, what's this? Your black one is C2. Yeah, the black one shrunk to the giant.
What's the biggest gi that you have?
Huh? The biggest.
I like that mat.
Shrunk. C3 on top. It's C3.
C3? Go ahead and take your gi off because we don't really need our gis for ourselves because we're just grabbing. And put it on the dummy best you can. Now, another thing, I'm going to do it right now for you. But whenever you're not talking, go on mute. So there's the red button that will make it mute, the microphone button. I'm doing it for you right here. So you're going on and off. But you'll do it under normal circumstances. Get it? All right. Cool. So, Nathaniel, I'll unmute you. You talk as you go. So tell me what's new with you. Is that X?
No, it's not like that's a white one.
Oh, that sounded like a man.
Sure.
Maybe. All right, Nathaniel, I'm putting you on mute. Miles, come here. Give me something other than schoolwork.
I'm doing a puzzle.
Nice. What kind of puzzle?
It's just like a normal puzzle. Like
how many pieces?
1,000 pieces.
6,000?
No, just 8,000.
8,000?
No, just 1,000.
Oh gosh, I've never done an 8,000 piece puzzle in my life. That would be not fun. Like there's a certain amount of fun that you have with a challenge, and then yeah, it's like I'm not gonna try and lift a car over my head. Like I'm not gonna have fun with that challenge. Yeah, the lockdown would have to go for another couple of years for me to do a 10,000 piece puzzle or something like that. What is it of? Do you have a picture of it? Can you show it?
Yeah, it's right here. I gotta switch the camera. It's right here.
What is it?
What's it called? It's Stitch.
Stitch. I can't even see it. Can't make it. I can see the puzzle. I just can't see the picture of it.
Like this is the picture.
Oh, Lilo and Stitch, like an evil Stitch. Why is he evil?
Yeah. He's a ghost.
Oh, it's a Halloween puzzle on clearance for $4.99. All right, Dominic, what you got?
I'm trying to teach my sister how to spin a sword.
How to extend a sword? Did I hear that correctly, Dominic?
Spin a sword.
Spin a sword. And you know how to spin a sword. Where did you learn this skill? Jedi school?
No.
Wait, Dominic, I want to see. Okay, let me see Danica spin a sword. Go, Danny.
That's not the way I was trying to teach her, but...
All right, show me, Dominic. Now, Dominic, show me. The master. Oh, now I know what Dominic's been doing on quarantine. He's been practicing with that sword. And now he's a Jedi. That looks pretty cool. Did you learn that on YouTube? You must have.
No.
You just made it up? That's neat. Andrew, what you got?
I'm going biking today again.
Nice. New place?
I don't know.
You don't know. You should try and persuade your mom or your dad to go a new path or something. Explore somewhere new. Where do you live, roughly? Roughly, where do you live?
Parkhurst?
Parkhurst. Is that in Brea?
No, I think it's in the middle of Brea and Fullerton. I don't know.
Parkhurst. It sounds so familiar. I think I would know it, actually. All right, let's get going. Let me set up the... Let me share the correct screen. I have to do actually something complicated to share this video thing. That's why it takes me a second. Oh, Elliot. And let me make it so it plays a chime when you guys enter. Hey, Elliot. Oh, he can't hear me yet. All right, you guys might hear whoosh whoosh. I have to turn off the fans. It's right under the microphone. All right. Sophia. There's somebody trying to get in. Let me message them. Sorry. Yeah, they left. Wow, this is taking longer than normal to get started. That's okay. Here comes the whoosh whoosh from the fans. Can you guys hear it, by the way? All right, let's do it. Let's do some jumping jacks. Everybody up? Oh, I was looking for Nathaniel. I'm like, why can't I not find Nathaniel? I can see you guys up on the screen right there. And Nathaniel is Joan. All right, you ready, Joan? Let's do it. All right, 100 jumping jacks. Ready, get set, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 63, do them with me. 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Squats. All right, I said squats, I meant crunches. All right, feet together. Do as I do, not as I say. No, just kidding. All right, ready? Close guard, cross choke crunches. Ready, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, keep going, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Very good. Upper body, kind of did cardio. That was stomach. Let's do some chest and back with push-ups. 20 push-ups. Compared to what some of you are doing on our push-up chart, 20 push-ups doesn't even get you warmed up. I feel it after 20. I could probably do 40, maybe 50 if I really pushed it. What was that?
Can I go get my Chromebook charger? My thing's like really long.
Yeah, thank you for asking, Grant. All right, ready? Get set and go. 1. Do them on your own. Push-ups are really good. Great strength builder. I finally cleaned the mat. I was being super, super lazy about it because I'm the only one here. So it's getting a little dusty back there. So just before class, I cleaned it. Looks nicer. I'm on a big screen, 80 inches when I'm looking at myself, but on your tablet, you probably couldn't even tell. All right. Here we go. Let's do some squats. I normally clean the mats 2 times a day. That's a lot. Enjoying vacation. Ready? Get set. Go. 1. Vacation from cleaning the mats anyway. 2. 3. This is the world's worst vacation if it is. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ari, keep up. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I have a question. Do you guys have trouble keeping track of the days now that you're not in school? Like what day it is? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? Grant, what do you think? Let me hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, is it Tuesday or Wednesday? I don't know. I'm kind of like that. You guys help a little bit with that because my Tuesday, Thursday is different from Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I kind of still have a similar structure to my day. All right. Well, that was for our legs. We're going to do another legs, but just not back to back. We're going to do dips. Now this one, I've noticed that we're sometimes not doing it that great. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get in the crab walk position and I'm going to bend at my arms and my hips or my butt nearly touches the mat, but it doesn't actually touch. And then I push up. Keep your hips a little higher so you can dip a little bit lower, but you're not thrusting your hips up and down like this. That's not what it is. You have to bend your arms. Now, to make it more challenging, what I want you to do is instead of your feet close to your bottom, you're going to actually put your feet out a little bit more. That'll make it more challenging, so we really work the triceps, and that's our target muscle with the dips. All right, ready? Let's do, I don't know, I'll call it out as we go, somewhere between 20 and 30 probably. Feet out real far. Ready? Hips a little higher and bend your arms. Get set. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, 20 will be fine. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's do a new one. This probably won't go so well, just to be honest with you, because of the equipment issue. But I want you to find anything that you can hold with 2 hands that's kind of heavy. Like maybe like a backpack full of books type of heavy. Just something you can hold with 2 hands. I'm going to get some weights. If you have heavier weights, it's better for this one, like 10s. 10s or 15s, this would be appropriate for this exercise. Hang on. So, like just showing you how you could improvise. This is a bucket full of water. I could use the bucket full of water as long as I can hold it. So, no, heavier, Ari. Heavy, pretty heavy. Go find it, Elliot. Elliot, everybody go find something right now.
Yeah. It's like 15 pounds.
Just something approximate, okay?
My mom's getting mine.
So maybe, even though it's a little bit rougher this time, you can have some object that's about that size. When I lived in Spain, I didn't have any access to gym equipment. So I had to stay in shape somehow. And I actually did a full workout with a backpack full of books. So this is like loosely inspired by that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to target this right here, this muscle, the traps. So we do that by shrugging. So what I'm gonna do, let's see if this is the best view. I kind of blend into the background. Let me just go on my knees. But I'm gonna shrug and roll my shoulders in a circle like this. And that'll work these muscles up in here. Here's a profile view of what I'm doing. I kind of go forward and around. And the heavier the weight, the better. Because you're not lifting, like sometimes we do these, the lighter, the heavier the weight, the really, really more difficult it is because of the leverage. But this one should be okay. So we're going to do those rolls. Okay. Elliot, what's your question?
Do we need 2s? I mean, my bad. Do we need 2?
It can be one thing, just as long as you're able to grab it with both hands. All right, let's try it. Whatever that one thing is. I like Ari's. Ari's is perfect. All right, ready, get set, and go. We're going to do 30. 1, 2, 3. Look how I'm shrugging. 4, 5. Don't lift it over your head, Ari. Circle. 6, 7. Shrug your shoulders. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. A little bit of a circular motion. 13, 14, 15. Now circle the other way. 1, 2. I find that harder. 3, 4, 5, 6. Big shrug. 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 11, 12. I'm feeling it now. 13, 14, 15. So that one's good. That's a separate muscle from the rest. It's not quite the deltoid and it's not quite the neck muscles that we often target. It's like one that we've been missing. That's one that gets strong naturally through jiu-jitsu sometimes, depending on your style. All right, now we're gonna do the neck exercises. So we're gonna put our chin to our chest 20 times, Chin to our shoulder 20 times, and ears to our shoulder 20 times. All right, ready? Get set, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Chin to your shoulder. 1, 2, 3. There, back makes 1. 4, 5, 6. Keep your head off the ground. 7, 8. Back of the head doesn't touch. 9, 10. I have to close my eyes. 11. I get dizzy. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Ears to your shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. My neck feels it now. 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, those last couple of seconds. I don't know if you guys feel it at the last 5-second count. Give me a thumbs up if you feel it. Thumbs down if you're like, nah, I didn't feel a thing. Oh, yeah, definitely. I think all of us. I can't see. Yeah, I can see X's thumbs up. Maybe it looks like X. Gosh. I saw your mom's name and I thought X. Sorry, Nathaniel. Maybe Nathaniel, for the next class, it looks like your computer is on a table or something, like a kitchen table or couch. Maybe if we can move your camera closer, I can see you a little bit better. Because on my screen, you're just a very small box, and you have to be kind of close for me to make everything out real nice the way that we're hoping. All right. Now, what I'm going to do, it's fine for now, though. Oh, nice. You have helpers? You have helper monkeys. That's so cool. We're going to do a bunch of leg exercises. High reps and low weight. I'm going to lift one leg just like this. Tiny. I'm just going to chill with my upper body. I'm just going to put my hands back, relax. I'm going to point my toes. See, this is not pointed. This is pointed. And my knee is going to be straight, so don't bend it at all. And I'm going to do these tiny little lifts. And with these tiny little lifts, it never touches back down to the ground. This is just a different way to work specifically our quadricep muscles. That's the ones on the front. And you might hear some people call them quads, because quadricep is a little bit long sometimes. So you might say, all right, we're strengthening our quads right now. Ready? Get set and go. 1, 2, 3. Just one. 4, 5. Yeah, just gentle rock. 6, 7. If you ever hurt your knee and you have to do physical therapy, 11, 12. They'll have you do this style of exercise a lot. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Other side. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The lower the better, actually. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now we're doing 30 with the other leg. 2, 3. Same thing, the other leg. 4, the original one. 5, 6. Don't touch your leg, okay, Elliot? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is like the slow torture. 18, 19, 20, 21. It strengthens our mind. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I'm feeling it now. 29, 30, especially those last couple of counts. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't feel it right now. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Feel it a little. 18, 19, 20, 21. I'm feeling it. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Now switch back to the original leg. Now it's 40 seconds. Get ready. Yeah, get set. And do it, Elliot. Go. 1, 2. We got it. 3, 4, 5. Positive. 6. You do it with a smile. 8, 9, 10, 11. Sometime at a tournament, when you're competing, you're going to be going against some scary ogre whose dad and coach is like bred him to be into a monster. And we'll have like all of our mental skills in place for that moment. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Do it, Elliot. 21, 22. Keep going. 23. Don't put that leg. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I'm good. 31. I feel it. 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Don't put that leg down, Ari. 39, 40. Switch. Last one with this leg. 2, 3. Switch the legs. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll count less or talk less. 11, 12, 13. So I can count. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. You never knew this could be so hard. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Good. Rest those legs. Now,
We're never doing that again.
give me a. Did you feel where your quadriceps were? It's kind of different. Yeah.
Now I know.
Now you know. Give me a thumbs up if you really felt it in your quads, and thumbs down if you're like, that was easy. Dominic's like, do I have any more thumbs that I could put up? Miles? All right, Miles, unmute. You didn't feel
I
it
didn't
at
feel
all?
much. I felt some, but not a lot at all.
Oh, really? I mean, I felt it, definitely, but I wasn't in agony. But yeah, no doubt I felt it. Okay, now we're going to do our sit-up contest. So we've been keeping track, Nathaniel, of how many sit-ups we can do in a minute. We just started because we were doing push-ups for the longest time. So you haven't missed too much as far as this goes. So make sure that your hands are interlaced, or your fingers rather, and then you put your hands behind your head the whole time you do sit-ups. Find a person or just like the sofa behind you, Nathaniel, to like stick your feet under so you can hold it. All right, I'm gonna get ready, get in the push-up position or the sit-up position. Once I find the timer. Who took my timer? Was it you? Yeah? Okay, where's my timer? Where did it go? Alexa, set a 1-minute timer. Okay, Google, set a 1-minute timer. I don't know where it is. Do any of y'all see it?
It's working. Is it the one in the pineapple?
Oh yeah, the backup one. Good thinking, Ari. The backup one is right there. All right, ready? Get set. And go. 26 seconds. Time. All right, let me. See. All right, how can I share this? Share screen. Let's do this. Sit up chart. Okay, Miles, what did you get today?
64.
Great score. Miles, 64. And like I was saying, I do want you to aim to try and beat yourself with these numbers, but once you get past a certain threshold, it's just not going to happen because you're limited by time. So it's impossible to have like up each day. If you're around 30 right now, yeah, we should try and one up that every day. All right, Ari, what is it?
61.
61? Great job, man. Really good. Grant.
43.
New
I have
record.
no more.
Very good, Grant. Dominic.
62.
New record by 1.
Coach Dan,
So fast. Yeah, what's up, Grant?
I don't think your mic is on where you are.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you for telling me. Sometimes I forget. If this is a professional production, you have one person whose job is that. So I'm the talent. The person on the screen is called the talent. Whether they have talent or not is irrelevant. So I'm the talent and the sound guy and the video guy. And I forget stuff sometimes. Dominic, great job with that new record. Elliot, what?
46.
46. Great score, Elliot. All right. I can't stand this. Your name is getting a change, Nathaniel. I think I spelled it right. Did I spell that right, Nathaniel? I changed your name. Yeah. Nathaniel, how many did you do? Unmute for me. Show me you know that skill. Because that's a super important skill.
49.
49. Good. Now, Nathaniel, Nathaniel, stop. When we're just talking with one another, come as close as you were, okay? So that'll be like the default closeness with you like kind of close there. Perfect. And Andrew, last.
I got 59.
Great score. Nice job. Okie dokie. Everybody get a drink of water. I want you to stay hydrated. Want to be like a healthy influence in your lockdown lives. Now I'm being the sound guy, making sure that I get the proper microphone set up. Let's do it. I'll meet you over there. Oh no, fixing myself. Come here, Bobbert. It's your turn. So, who can tell me? Everybody should be able to. Nathaniel, close to the camera, close to the camera. I need to see your face. Look at about how close everybody else is. Yeah, perfect. Right there. Who can tell me, everybody other than Nathaniel, what have we been going over? Dominic, why don't you tell me? Unmute, Dominic.
The stack pass.
Stack pass is correct. Good. Nathaniel, go on mute for me too. Nathaniel. So anytime you're not talking, go on mute. Now, one version of the stack pass, which we're not doing today, was from the combat base. Probably should do it today, but I'm not going to. And combat base is where one leg is up and one leg is down. Elliot, do you remember that? We talked about like this configuration of our feet in the back, kind of in tight. And then what we did is we grabbed the collar, we put our elbow in, close to our hip, we went under the leg, we made a thumb in grip, then we touched our back, and then we moved into the stack position, and then we passed the guard from the stack. Now, today's move does relate to this. It's like something that you could work in combination, in concert with. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start in the combat base. So we have to know the combat base. It's an important position. And I'm going to still grab the collar and put my elbow in nice and tight. Now my left hand is still going to go underneath the leg, and I'm going to try and prop it up on my shoulder, but I'm having difficulty. They're making their leg super heavy, and it's very hard for you to get it all the way on your shoulder. But you're noticing that your lead leg, this one right here, is not having difficulty going all the way down to the mat. Normally in the combat base, it doesn't all the way go down. It's just up like this, and that prevents against triangles. But I notice that I'm able to pin completely down the leg. Now what I'm going to do from this spot, there's a couple of things that I can try. But I'm going to hug his head. And as I hug his head, I do a basic guard pass called a long step. I don't emphasize long steps that much, but it's a really nice pass. I'm going to go under the neck, and right as I do, I fall on my hip. And as I fall on my hip, my free leg does a long step, hence the name, long step. My other leg still kind of stays, the one that was pinning, it still doesn't even move that much. Now my head stays low when I long step, and when I land, my knee goes towards the ceiling. Then finally, I block the hips, near side, and I get up in the side control. This is a basic movement. A lot of gyms emphasize this one a lot. So here's the entire thing. Combat base. I grab the collar. I'm working for stack pass, but he's distracted with this. He's trying to make his leg heavy, but he's a little lazy with this leg. I'm able to drop that to the mat. As soon as I do, I'm going to go around his neck, cross face. Right as that goes under, I drop my hip, and my left leg whips around. That's why it's called a long step. When it lands, make sure your knee is pointed towards the ceiling. Don't land like this, because he might bridge you back this way, and you might roll over and get swept. We don't want that. Still keep your foot. Still keep this foot kind of hooking against his leg, like your shin is still on his leg. And you'll land just about like this. Now, keeping your head low, I block the hips, fix my legs, and establish the side control. 1, 2, 3, 2 points. Let's see if this angle offers anything for you. You can see how forward my lead knee is in the combat base. Grab the collar. Don't forget to go under the leg. We're working the stack pass, and he's distracted. Oh, look, opportunity. I drop my knee to the mat. I go under his neck. Right as I do, I fall on my hip. Long step, as much as your flexibility allows. Head low, and my leg slaps against the mat. Now, I block the near side hips, and I establish a side control. The reason that this hand blocks the near side hips is so he can't slide in his knee with a hip escape and then recover his guard. That's the reason. Here's another one. So I want you to pay attention now. Don't do this. Don't half pay attention while I'm showing the technique, and then right as I say go and practice it, go and say I don't get it. I really want you to focus and try and understand it as much as you can. It has to do with what we've been learning. Combat base. Grab the collar. Elbow in tight. Go under the leg. Start to work the stack pass. But his leg is heavy. Simulate that. I can't get it. But look, that knee can drop. Cross face means going under his neck. And then I'm going to long step as my hips go on the mat. That takes like a leap of faith. Lock the hips and establish. I have a question for Elliot. Elliot, unmute for me. Elliot, what position does this start off in? What kind of base do I do?
The one where you put your right leg in between their legs.
And that's the most important thing. What you told me is you remembered what to do. You forgot the name. The name is important, but it's less important than what you told me. Do you remember the name of that?
Stack pass?
No.
Cross grip? No.
Common
guard?
Base.
Combat base.
Okay. Now, Elliot, I'm going to follow up with a few more questions. This hand grabs what?
Collar.
Good. And my elbow goes where? Out real far or in close?
And close.
Good. Now what does this hand do? I have a feeling that lots of you will do it without this step. You'll forget this step.
On the other collar?
Nope. Dominic, what is it? Go on mute for me, Elliot.
Under his head?
Nope. Nathaniel, do you remember?
Under the knee.
Under the leg. Yeah, very good. And I'm trying to put it up on my shoulder so I can do a stack pass. But Andrew, tell me about it. What's difficult about it?
The opponent, it makes his leg heavy. So, and he doesn't focus on the left leg, so you pin his leg down.
I feel like we are right in the zone together, Andrew. Tractor beam locked in. That's very good. So what do I do, Andrew? I take this knee and do what with it?
And pin his leg.
Yeah, fully. Get it, your knee on the mat. Ari, what's next? Nathaniel, don't forget to go on mute when you're done, okay? We'll get used to it.
And under the head.
Under the head. And then I follow my hips and do, what is it called?
Leap of faith.
What?
Wait, didn't you say it was leap of faith? You said it's called...
No. I said it's kind of like a leap of faith, but it's called the long, that's the whole name of the pass, long...
Jump.
What?
Yeah, long jump.
Nope. Long step. Everybody say long step, even though I can't hear you.
Oof.
My head stays low, then I block the hips and establish the guard path. Miles, unmute. Grant, I've been ignoring you, so Miles and Grant are going to take me through this whole thing. Miles, where does it start?
Combat base.
Good. Right hand does what?
Goes in the collar.
Yeah, left hand.
Left hand goes under his leg.
Good. It's hard, so what do I do?
You put that knee on the mat.
Good. Grant, what's next? What does this hand do, Grant? I'm trying to see if Grant is blinking. Grant, can you hear me? I'm going to assume it's Grant's internet. Go under the neck, long step, head low, block the hips, get up. All right, ready, get set, and jiu-jitsu time. Go. I'll go help you at my computer. Grant is frozen in time. Poor Grant. Stop share. All right, let's take a look. Dominic, stop for me. With your no, stay in the position. Freeze in that position. Now your right hand is grabbing the wrong collar, so grab on the other side. That's your left hand. There you go. And then put that elbow. You're grabbing too high. You're grabbing too close to her neck. You want to drop it down much lower. Good. Now tuck your elbow into your hip. Yeah, okay. Now do it. Do the guard pass. Drive that knee to the mat. Oh, not quite. Now, okay, now cross face with your right hand. Cross face with your right. So that's your left. We just need to, especially in this type of learning, we need to know like the right from left. Really, like instinctually. I know you know it. Sit on your hip now. Sit on your right hip. Good. And as you do that, flail your left leg all the way back. Okay, don't fall over, though. Your head needs to stay glued to her stomach or chest. Put that leg back. Good. Now establish the guard pass. Good. All right, Nathaniel, let's see what you got. You're next. I'll go through one at a time, trying to help as many as I can. Good, Nathaniel. Good. That was really good, Nathaniel. The only thing that I think might have needed work, I couldn't see perfect, was the cross face right as you go for the long step. So you go underneath his neck. Does that make sense? If you did it, I understand. I just missed it. Grant, you're back. You got frozen, Grant. You were frozen watching us, like, laying down. All right, Ari, let's check you out, huh? No, you don't need to unmute, Ari. Just let me see it. Let's go, Ari. Good, combat base. Grab his collar now. Good, with his makeshifty. Now underneath his leg. Oh, under the leg. You're working the stack pass. Blah, blah, blah. Good. Now cross face with your right. That's your left, and that's a thumb and grip. Cross face with your right. Right, no, cross face. That means go under his neck. Under his neck. Good. And then sit on your right hip and whip your left leg around. Okay, that's the idea. Now establish the guard pass. Head lower, Miles. Head lower. All right, Elliot, let's see it. Good, Elliot. Now drive your... I think you're not in the combat base, Elliot. You are? Okay, I believe you. It's just a little obscure. Now drive your right knee to the floor, over his leg, okay? Nice, good. Now right as you do that, your right hand makes a crossface. Go underneath his neck, okay? Go. Think your right hand all the way under. Good? Now sit on your right hip, okay? Yeah. Now, right as you do that, whip your left leg as far back as it goes, over towards that water bottle that's back there. Whip your left leg around. Go ahead, try it. Oh, don't fall over. Don't fall over. You stay right there. Go back to where you were. Go back right to where you were. And then whip your leg all the way around. That's it. But don't fall over when you do it. Head low, because you got to stay on top. Good. Now get the side control. Get on your knees. Fix your base. Fix your base now that you long step free of his guard. Good. Now don't forget, you need a crossface and an underhook for side control. But you have it backwards. The right arm should crossface. Good. And then the left arm, yes. Good. Now be on both knees. And then keep your knees in real tight. Yes, Ilya.
The thing you said was a water bottle was a dumbbell.
Oh, it looks like a water bottle. All right, keep practicing. All right, Andrew. Grant can't hear me. I'm typing to him. All right, Andrew, I didn't see you any of those times. Let me see now, because I was reading. Oh, of course you can hear me now, Grant. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? All right, Andrew. That's great, Andrew. Great job. I'm going to try and get one of my students here to do a podcast. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, time. Everybody unmute. Prepare for the world's greatest drawer.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Too bad on YouTube, like if anybody tunes in, they can't see my amazing drawings like you guys can. All right, let's do it. So, Nathaniel, the game is Pictionary. As soon as you figure out what I'm drawing, shout it out.
Okay.
All right. I should try a new word generator. What? This is so hard. Okay, I can't do that. That's way too hard. Oh, this is easy. All right, ready?
Yeah.
I vetoed one.
Mine was.
Oh, it's a house.
House, school, building,
Jail.
present,
Jail.
present, gift wrap,
Present.
Jail.
jail cell,
Grid. Grid. A calendar. A calendar?
Blueprint.
calendar,
Note. The game.
Oh,
Tic-tac-toe.
checkerboard.
Checker.
Checkerboard, which it should be
Gonna
chessboard.
say. Gosh dang it, dude.
All right. Yeah, it is chessboard. I was wrong. It was chessboard. Good job. Who got it?
I think it was Miles.
Nathaniel.
No, it wasn't me. What? That was me.
Hang on, hang on.
Miles got
All right,
chess.
quiet, quiet. Or
No, I
hang
didn't say
on. So, Nathaniel, you can actually draw on the screen. There's a little pen mark, maybe under the 3 dots or something, but there's a pen mark, and then you can draw on this. Why don't you try and draw?
Oh, nice. Okay.
Try drawing just squiggly.
Under a few options.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nathaniel, good job. Okay, Nathaniel, I'm going to private message you what you're going to draw, okay?
Okay.
It should pop up. Did you get it, Nathaniel? Only you can see.
Yeah.
That. Okay, draw it.
Yeah.
A human.
moon,
Well, we know
banana.
Nathaniel's drawing skills don't surpass mine.
a moon,
Fan.
3.
No,
Or-
quiet,
a
Nathaniel.
flower, a daisy, a sunflower.
A clock.
What?
Wait.
Watch. Somebody got it.
Yeah. Watch.
So we're not allowed to draw numbers in Pictionary. Numbers are words.
Oh,
or no
okay.
go.
Sorry.
It's whatever. Nathaniel, we're playing by house rules. It's quite all right. Oh, this is super hard. Who got that one?
Me.
Who did? Dominic?
Andrew.
Dominic, have you figured out how to draw yet?
Yeah, I did it last time.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I can't remember.
How?
Like you're a little kid. Dominic, have you figured out how to draw yet? Good job, Dominic. All right.
Good boy.
Do you know what this is, Dominic?
Yes.
Okay, this is hard.
Dictionary.
Go get him.
That.
So hard.
Yeah, this is a hard one. He got a hard one.
White,
Like I would say medium hard.
Whoa.
rock,
Potato.
soil, dirt,
Oh, you're never gonna get him there with that start.
Mineral.
earth,
What the? He's moving. Smoothie. Contaminated water.
possibly North Carolina.
My man Andrews.
Mud.
Not okay.
A tree stump?
What the heck? Something's happening. It
What
keeps
the
on
heck?
the screen.
Oh, does it
Try
like
it
drill?
again, Dominic. Let's try again.
Sun.
I'm gonna clear
bagpipes.
it, Dominic. Try it again, because I was fiddling with something behind the scenes. So let's see if that's the problem.
This is better. No, I'm not even. What's happening?
Is it drifting?
A bagpipe. It keeps like moving this way.
Yeah,
All
that
right,
happened to
I'm
me.
gonna try and draw it. I got it, Dominic.
A bagpipe.
It said bagpipe like up on the screen.
Where?
Like it showed up the tab like really quickly, like all in blue.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was bagpipes.
Is that the word?
We might have to change it.
Yeah, let's change it. Thank you. Ooh, I got one. This is me doing it.
Okay, fine then.
Good for Andrew. Up in the chat.
Box,
Oh wait.
poster, flyer,
Rectangular.
rectangle,
Wanted paper.
cup,
Trash can.
glass,
Can
cup,
of beans.
hot cocoa, coffee,
Coffee.
Popcorn.
ice cream, milkshake,
Whipped cream.
Baby's bottle.
hot chocolate,
Whipped cream. Coffee.
Someone called
Is it a
Someone eating ice cream with sprinkles on it.
Oh, dessert.
Yeah,
Dessert.
milk cone? It's like a milkshake.
Wait. What did somebody just shout?
Sunday.
What, Ari?
Sunday.
Sunday. Ari got it. Way to go, Ari. Yeah, you guys were in the right ballpark from the beginning. I figured you know the Sunday you eat with a spoon. All right, Ari, you want to draw it?
Yeah.
All right.
What is it?
It's not cleared.
All right, go, Ari.
Circle. Human.
Stick figure.
Trees.
The guy on a UFO. Stick figure.
A balloon by a mountain.
Wait, is his leg supposed to be that mountain?
Ari, yours is messed up.
It's a guy petting a mountain.
All right, I'm gonna have to clear it. Ari's man is having the Ari's stick figure.
Technical difficulty.
Smile, man.
Last time
Hair.
I was in the mirror.
Hair, beard, ears.
It's a
hairy
girl.
woman.
Harry woman.
Ponytail.
What? Finger.
And, okay.
Oh, she's a teacher.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, a hairy woman teacher.
A hairy woman. What? Of course. Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
I don't like that I had. Here's what I don't like about mine. I knew it would help you, but I made the teacher a girl because what are most teachers? Most teachers are female in elementary school. I don't like that. I wish there were more male teachers. When I was a teacher for elementary school, I was at one school. I was the only male on staff. Custodians, lunch people, all the teachers, office staff. I was the only male. And that needs to change. All right. I will see you guys.
Thank you.
Later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye. See ya.
Nathaniel, it's great to have you.
It was great to be here.
See you tomorrow. 5:15, Nathaniel. Tomorrow, 5:15.
The end. Only three. We're only three different. Like, never mind. Bye, Coach Nancy. Tomorrow.
Hello.
What's up?
When do you find out the results of your antibody test?
Anywhere between 2 and 5+ days, something like this. Are you considering getting one for yourself or anything?
Yeah, I'm going to the doctor tomorrow morning.
Where are you getting it done?
Your Belinda Medical is the doctor. He sent me an email with the.
I'm kind of curious what test they're using.
Let's see. Let's confirm. Quest and LabCorp. So I'm not sure which one of those.
Quest. So Quest has antibody test. Quest is just a lab, and they use a variety of good antibody tests. How do you know LabCorp? Oh, hang on. I'm reading about LabCorp because I don't know anything about them. Is it a LabCorp test administered by Quest? Is that what it is?
This just says both Quest and LabCorp have testing. Both Quest and LabCorp have their own antibody blood tests available. So I don't know if they're sharing.
No. Quest does not. Quest uses somebody else's. They use two respectable companies. They use a German diagnostic company, which is a parent company here, a major pharmaceutical, and then they use Abbott's test. Those are the two that they use, and I don't know what LabCorp is. They could just be using whatever they get their hands on, basically. I'm researching it. There's some partnership I'm reading about as of 13 hours ago.
Mm-hmm. Also, really recent.
Where is everybody? Ah, there we go.
Hi, Ray.
Hey, Christina. Hey, Leo.
Go get my water bottle.
How are you, Ray?
Pretty good. I'm finally off call, so.
How long do you have to be on call for?
I was on call for 7 days, from Wednesday to Wednesday.
Wow. So like stressful, like 24 hours a day. Anyone could call you for like some cable issue and you have to go and fix it?
Yep, and they were. I got like 25 hours of overtime this weekend.
Whoa. Well, we're making some nice extra money. That's good.
Yeah, but it was just exhausting. Every time they called, I'd get home and my phone would ring again. Within like 2 hours.
Oh, gosh. It sounds tough being on call.
The schedule was terrible.
How often do you have to do that?
Once every 6 weeks. We're on just a 6-week rotation.
Mm.
How about you guys? How are you guys doing down there?
I'm starting to get a little bit of cabin fever, but now that Julio and I were just doing some flow rolling, so now that I've started doing jiu-jitsu, I feel better.
Yeah, that helps.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I got cabin fever because I feel like this isn't that much different than my normal life, really. I usually just work a lot from home anyways, so I'm surprised that I got it. But maybe because it's usually this time of year, that's when I start getting ready to come back to California. I had all kinds of big plans. And so I'm wondering, is that really what's bothering me? I don't know.
It could be the exercise component. Like, even if your schedule hasn't changed, but you remove the exercise component, you'd be shocked what that does to you. Like,
I have, because I started doing now I run almost every morning.
That's good.
And then I do jujitsu or karate or something almost every night. I feel like because I'm not getting in my car going anywhere or something. I don't know. Maybe I have to get in my car and actually go somewhere. Yeah. I should get in my car and drive and then come back here, then do a class.
So you're going running on a treadmill or outside?
I go outside.
Okay.
Like yesterday I did almost 8 miles outside.
Don't tell me. I want to look it up. What's the weather like? Don't tell me. Boston weather. Oh, that's nasty.
I know.
That's gross. How can you live in
that? Today's actually considered warm.
Yeah, today's nice.
What? No, this isn't warm. Sorry. Julio,
for us, it is.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Connecticut, so not too far away.
Yeah, you guys are all crazy. This is terrible weather. Look at this. Let's do this.
Just a couple weeks ago, it was actually snowing.
Sounds nice.
Yeah, it's a little warm, to be honest with you.
It was really warm last weekend, Friday, Saturday.
Wow. Oh, man. Next week it's going to get hot. All right. Where's Kevin and Matt? All right. Let's start. Stop this share. Let's do a real share. So, remind me, because I'm getting a little not distracted. I'm not remembering as well. Did we do stack passes in the adult class?
No.
Using your knee as a shelf?
What?
The one using your knee for a shelf?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we did that one. That's the one where you said, look at someone in the face, that way they'll get coronavirus, and that's how I remembered. And you were like, yeah, because people remember emotional things more.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And you remembered, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, let's do an experiment. What is one of your first vivid memories as a child?
I actually believe that I remember the day that I was born. My parents don't say this, but I remember when I was being weighed and the scale was really cold. So they put yellow napkins down on the scale, but I'm like, that didn't do diddly squat for me. But you're saying, no, I couldn't possibly have remembered that. Okay, maybe fine. Getting my cat when I was 3 years old.
Why?
I remember getting
when you got your cat?
It was the best day of my life. It was a huge surprise.
What's a painful child memory? Like
a painful childhood memory?
You don't have to tell it to me, but you can think of it. Like you didn't get the tool.
I actually had a good childhood, minus the fact that my brother would always hit my forehead like all the time on purpose. And I believe I became somewhat developmentally like a slow learner because of that constant hitting of the forehead. Apparently this part of the forehead is where you do like math and languages, and I'm bad at that kind of stuff, and I think it's because of the constant hitting of the forehead. That was like a lot of painful memories.
I don't think so. How hard was he hitting you?
Oh, really, really hard. He was mean. That's why I'm into like fighting and stuff.
There are other factors in play. Other than
I can't think of a bad.
It's really as a result of your frontal lobe is actually quite fascinating. So I'm sure, being a college educated person, one of that you're aware of this is that one of the main ways that we tell what parts of the brain do what. Sure, we have fMRIs and things like that, but we actually have better ways to tell. And that's when somebody like has a pole impaled through that part of their head, and that part of their brain just doesn't work. They like knock it off. It's like the ultimate experiment. So there's been specific cases, lots of them, where people have had like a pole impaled in their frontal lobe, things of this nature where it just damages the frontal lobe beyond all possible recognition, if you will. And that's really the part with personality, all the things that we associate with personality, like impulse control and all that good stuff. Yeah.
Well, that explains everything. My brother did screw me up then after all those years.
All right, let's start. Yeah, let's go. That's a pretty fun class to take in college, by the way. Is that class? You just learn what like went wrong with people's brains, and then what we learned from it.
Cool. That sounds fun.
That's what they do for an entire semester. Okay. So, I'd like to open with the stack pass that we did, and then going off some variations from the stack pass. And this is a divergence from what we've done the last two classes, which have been mainly spider-based. But while these dummies can do some of the guard stuff, which is nice, it's easy because we have to prop them up in the combat base, and that's if we're lucky. So it's a little bit easier to work passing. So I'm going to be in the combat base where both feet make it like a condensed point. And notice this is a good angle to see how much of my knee is over the leg. I don't want to be like this. There's a big difference between the two where his leg is kind of like up. You want to like take away the space to a certain degree like this. Now I'm going to grab his collar and I'm going to put my elbow really far in on my hip. And that's because what I'm about to do, I'll probably be less intent about that. I'll probably just put it midway, my elbow like on my leg about this far, if I'm not doing anything with his other leg. But I am, so I'm going to tuck it in a lot. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this all the way onto my shoulder. And then this step I have been omitting. It doesn't really feel like normal against the dummy, but also to simplify a little bit. Prior, what I said is just make a thumb in grip, and you can do that. That can work from here. But I really want to generate pressure first. I'm going to drive forward, and I mean straight forward like this. I call this the cheerleader stretch. Kind of reminded me in high school when the cheerleaders, and the football players like helped them, whatever. Moving on. So, probably should change the name. It kind of goes like this. Watch. This leg sprawls back, and I connect my hip with their butt, basically. And this is a horrible position if you do it right. You want to make sure that their foot is touching their face, just like that, right on the red dot. We don't want to make it going to the side at all. And when I drive forward in this case, I need to make sure that this knee still stays protective of the triangle. So let's take a look at what that leg does. When I go forward, just like this, and my hand actually goes on the mat, you see how this knee is still well pinning. If this slips off even a little bit, then I'm in a triangle. He's just going to lock his legs. Dummy can't triangle. But I just put myself, go dummy, triangle. There, in a triangle. So, when you lean forward, very important to keep that knee in. Now, from here, after I stabilize with my hand, then I make the thumb in grip. Then I touch my back. Actually, no, I'm going to do it the full way. Now I reach back and I grab the leg. I'm going to put it all the way up. The knee can release right at that point. I'm going to put it up right over their head, and then I convert to the stack position. That is shelving the hips and pinning their arm like we did previously. Head nice and low, and then we shrug and pass. To preserve my dummy, because that actually puts a lot of wear, that shrug and pass, I'm not going to do it. So you can see the level of detail going up from the last time I taught this. Several aspects were new.
How would we get into that first position? Like if we were in closed guard and then we broke it, is that how we get into that position that you're in right now? Oh, okay. That one.
Make sense?
Yeah.
I like answering without words. I once taught, without telling the kids, I just showed up and did it. I once taught an elementary school class with about 50 people in it without saying a single word. I walked in the room, and for the entire hour, I did not say a single thing. And I used only body language to communicate what I wanted. This is a band class. It was fun. It was a fun experiment. I actually filmed it and put it online. I don't know if it's still on there. I'd have to search Mr. Lucart because that's what I was. All right. So here, in tight, under the leg. Now fall forward and sprawl that leg back. It's hard to see from here. Connect your hip. Don't get any sideways angle about it. Straight eye with eye. Then once you stabilize, make your grip and zipper it in. Now, new detail as well. Grab the ankle. I can release the knee at that point. Pin their leg over their head. Pin their arm. Shelve their hips. Grab the back. Dump, 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 dump. Stack and pass. Last time. This one's way better. Trust me, you want to learn this one with a dummy. Then you don't have to be the bad guy getting folded up. All right, ready, go. Yeah, I remember doing Andre. We did Andre Galvao after.
Yeah, my leg isn't longer than that. Even. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to look at Ray. No, Christina, you didn't do the cheerleader stretch. No, terrible. You made the grip before. So here, knee, elbow in all the way to your hip when you're grabbing the collar. Good. Now fall forward. Make his knee go in his mouth.
He says it's not going to go that far.
No, forward. The whole point of this position is to go forward. Forward. Lose your balance. Put your left hand. Oh, well, where'd you go? Put your left hand over his head, right by his ear. There. Now lean forward. Good. Now you've kind of fall in that position. Now make your thumb and grip. Now with your right hand, grab his ankle. Reach back, grab his ankle, put it up over his head. Over his head. Stack position now. Wrong side. Left knee over. Left knee over his arm. Left knee over his arm. Good. Grab the center of his pants. His back. Grab his back now. Back. Stack. And then pass. That was super ugly.
He's not flexible.
Yeah, you can still do all the technique without him being flexible. I demonstrated on Steve-O once to exemplify this point. All right, here we go. Good. Under. Good. And no, you're turning. You're turning. Look her right in the face. Yeah, now go straight. Sprawl your left leg. No. Ah. Oh no. Kind of.
Straight down.
I want you guys to fail for 3 more minutes. And then I'm going to show it again. Okay, Google, set a timer for 3 minutes. Alexa, set a timer for 3 minutes.
Stop at Google Home.
Did I turn on your Google, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. I didn't want to get up and get the remote. Tell me when the alarm goes off.
No, that's like one day.
Where did the shelf with this leg? Yeah. And then you sent the scooter.
Over the head? You said? I don't know.
Something like that. Then after this, yeah, I do it. Oh, this. After the one minute, and then. I think
All right, I scheduled our live video.
Swell with the lefty.
Let's say that.
What? Oh, because then I have to go like this, maybe. Oh, maybe that's when it's it. Maybe that's 15. Let's see. Like this.
Was that the timer, Ray?
I haven't heard it go off yet.
Wow, that seemed like a long 3 minutes.
There it goes.
Time. So, this requires a reteaching. It's good to struggle. I've talked about this before, where it's good to struggle before you actually have the success. If you're actually struggling and trying to achieve success, it's a lot better than receiving the answer right away. There's a lot of research on that, actually, if you want to look it up. You can, and the lingo that you would use is like hint-based teaching, is like the opposing train of thought there. So if you want to do like a Google Scholar search or something.
Hi, Ray.
Hello.
Oh, forgot.
Camera.
Yeah. So here's where the epic fail was. Let me give you a profile. Maybe this side actually is the best. This is all fine. Nothing wrong here. Nothing wrong here. Get it all the way on your shoulder. This is where we were wrong. Missed the whole point of the cheerleader stretch. If you just go like this, it's not doing anything. There's too much space here. And I didn't go forward at all. I just moved my leg back. There's no point to that. I need to actually fall on top of them. And my leg actually just kind of stays there. You go like this. Like, see, like, bam, right on top of them. And you can go to their comfort level. I mean, this guy's infinitely flexible. But if you feel like that's their flexibility, I can tell you're doing it right by your hip connecting. And then from here, where it's kind of low, that's when I get the grip. Where I am close to him, that's when I make the grip. saw this where it was like coming under, making the grip, and then going to that. No, do this. You're going forward with such intensity that you like fall over. It's like this. Like, I'll lose my balance. I do this so much. Particularly if I'm doing it from stand up, the same thing, coming under. Like, I'll fall on top of the guy right there. And then from that position, making the thumb in grip. Head still staying in line with their head. There was some difficulty, I don't know why. Some difficulty reaching back and grabbing this. Grab right at the ankle with this C grip. And then prop it up right there. And then get the position. Go ahead and try it again with that feedback.
Way over.
Follow him, Christina.
That. And then do a little more. That. And then I have to go.
You can still be kind. You can still be kind to him and get the position. But you still put your left hand on the mat, like from your initial fall.
I think you're around the mat microphone.
Thank you. Thank you, Ray. Ray, I think you forgot the foot step. Yeah, you do the foot step before you go to the stack position.
Is a footstep where when he goes over his arm?
No. Where you grab his foot and pin it over his head. That comes before pinning his arm with your knee.
Oh, it does? Okay. All right.
Good. And then move into the stack, Ray. There you go. Ray, can you move your camera down? I don't have a good view today. It's like adequate.
Okay, so from here.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
To there. Get this up.
Thumb in grip, Christina.
Oh.
I love it. Julio's just like being tortured. I would be too. That's the cool thing about being a black belt is I don't have to do this. I don't have to be the dummy. Some people are very flexible there. Not you or I, though, Julio. Definitely.
I thought I was flexible, but I'm actually not. It hurts me.
Yeah. Some people who are not flexible anywhere else are flexible there.
You're good?
Yeah.
All right, watching this one for Julio. No, didn't do it. Didn't do it.
The sprawl at the end, right?
It's in the sprawl in the beginning, and you went straight for the grip and didn't put your hand over the head.
So let's see. Here.
Let's go forwards. Yeah, but you're turning. You turned your knee towards me. That's death. You're going to get triangled. Your right knee is turned. Yeah. If you attach a laser beam towards it, yeah, it's going right to the camera. We can't. Has to go towards, yeah.
Okay.
It's like you're about to start a race, and you're going straight over her head. Like, that's where the race is going. You don't want to go towards me, okay?
Okay.
This is a lot better, by the way. Hold that foot until you secure the stack pass position. Kind of. You made a different grip. Shelve her hips better. Shelve her hips. No. Shelve her hips. Move your foot backwards. No, your right foot.
Yeah.
Hang on 1 second. I will show you.
I think you're right. That's supposed to.
Hang on. Help is coming. 1 second. I don't know why I haven't been doing this more. Okay, can you see on the screen right here?
Yeah.
Let me get a nice visible color. This foot needs to be back here.
Yeah.
And then still the kind of the same position of your quad. Okay, make sense?
I think it does.
Let me see.
Like that.
Let me see you. Where did you go? Stop share. Okay. Yeah, but now bring your knee forward to help prop it up a little. Better. That's more along the lines of what I'm talking about. Good.
Okay.
Now a shrug and pass.
Okay. Great, thanks.
Good, Ray.
Here. What? I have to go. Is this where I start to cross my arm?
Left leg position, Christina. There you go. No. Cut behind his Achilles. It's not an underhook. Use your thumb. Use your thumb. There. Good. Now put it over his head. There. Now move. Okay. Be nice. Be nice. Now grab his butt. His lower back. Good. And now stack and pass. The additional drilling is actually beneficial for you guys. I can tell right now. It needs to be there. I've moved away from a little bit of the system based approach. Step over the leg, get to headquarters. It's just like we have this outlier pass, and we did an outlier pass of leg drag. Don't worry, it will all make sense. Good, Ray.
Not this position.
Oh, goodness. How frustrating. I applied for the Paycheck Protection Program in 2 different places, and I received 2 different updates, and the updates were there's no update.
How long is that supposed to take?
Well,
What was that? Sorry.
How long is that supposed to take, the application?
The application for one of them is already in. They did it instantly. As soon as I filled it out, within like 12 hours, they had finished the application and submitted it, or trying to submit it to the SBA. That was through PayPal. And through US Bank, I did it the second day that the first round of funding was there. And they still haven't even submitted my application and completed it on their end. So they have to complete it on their end, and then they put it in the pile with the SBA. They haven't even done any of that. It's a big cluster mess.
Sure.
And it's frustrating because, like, yeah, that's a pretty critical lifeline at this moment.
Sure. Hmm.
Okay, time. This is one that you really need to spend a little bit more time with because the risk of failure is getting submitted. You're putting yourself in range of triangles and all the consequences that can happen from almost getting triangled. You could get armbarred, etc., from that position. So you're gonna get submitted quite a bit if you do this, like I said in the triangle. So that means like the bar should be higher before you really start using it in a tournament setting. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna learn a pass that it can work in combination with, and this is an excellent combination that's often taught in basic curriculums, but I teach a little bit more of a modern context. Some of the old school guys just do it a little bit more coarse, in my opinion. So let's switch on. Every time I check my email, which I try not to, it's just more bad news. So the next round of bad news I just checked. All right.
Hi, Ray.
Hey, Christina. Hey, Leo.
Hey. You guys are so weird. Hi, Christina. So,
Yeah.
now what we're going to do is we're going to start the same way. I'm going to connect my elbow with my hip. I'm going to start to go under his leg. But now they're being very difficult with this leg. Maybe it's kind of bent a little bit and I can't pick it up. Or maybe they're just heavy legging it and it's going to be a very difficult battle to win, arm versus leg. But while I'm getting their attention with that, I sense that this lead knee is getting somewhere. So I drop it to the ground. As soon as I drop it to the ground, I'm threatening passing this way. So maybe even just dropping it to the ground as he kind of goes, uh-oh, over this way, maybe you can get the stack pass. That would be great. But we're going to actually learn one guard pass over to this side. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go underneath my opponent's head, called a crossface. And right as I do with that crossface, right as it goes in, I sit on my right hip and swing my left leg all the way around like this. That big old movement, the more flexibility you have, the better. I have none. But that would be really good to do it as high and wide. And when it lands, your knee will be facing upwards towards the ceiling. I keep my head very close to his chest and stomach right when I do that long step. And I continue underhooking the leg. Notice as well how I still kind of have like this shin on shin like position. I didn't release it as I did the long step. Now, fairly quickly, I block the near side hips and get to side control. Block the near side hips. This is on the near side here. And then up and complete the pass. I'm in the combat base. Glue it in. Anytime you're going under the leg, you need to glue this and hide it so you don't get triangled. I bring this up, but it's super hard. So I drop this down, come underneath his neck, drop my hips, long step, head low, block, and establish. I think it's pretty straightforward. The part that people struggle with is kind of how to drop their hips. So just think my right hip needs to go on the mat, but my upper body needs to still stay on top. Some people, they go like this, they fall over. Just think that your head needs to stay on their chest as that leg swings around. And I think you'll be fine. Questions? All right, ready, go.
And so the legs heavy and go this way. Keep my head here. Oh, I've got to do cross space.
The only comment there, Ray. Oh. The only comment, Ray, is that right as the crossface goes in, your hips will be falling as a part of that going in. It's a little hard against the dummy because his head is like glued to the mat, like to get it kind of clean under his head, but they'll be connected.
Yeah, it has to stay now.
Yeah.
This one's a lot easier. There's less nuance here. Hug her leg with your left, Julio. Hug it. Hug it.
Hug it. Oh, this with the left.
With your left arm, hug her leg.
Okay.
Kind of. Yeah, good enough.
Okay.
Okay, now take that out and block her hips. Get side control. Good. Blocking the hips should probably be your first order of business when you pass the guard.
Okay.
Because it prevents the hip escape, which is going to be the most common thing that they're going to try.
I see.
Doesn't prevent, it makes it difficult, more difficult. Hug her leg.
So, maybe it's just the
No, it's it. Let me try again.
You guys are doing well. This one's a lot easier, a lot easier.
did, yeah.
Good, Christina, and good, Ray. Ray watched your last one. Christina, I watched the one that you just did. It's good.
It grew back fast.
Before?
Still slowly.
No.
It's like you shaved it completely off this morning.
Oh, no, not this one. It was the.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
well, that one wasn't that good. Sure. Contact.
Okay, now I want you guys to switch back and forth between the two because it's the peanut butter and jelly aspect that makes these work. All right? Ready to go? Back to Julio's favorite.
Oh, God.
Nope, thumb and grip before you start grabbing the leg. And that's kind of a nice feature of doing it back to back, is like it gives you a chance to forget the details of the very detail-oriented first move. Cheerleader stretch. Now thumb and grip from the mat to the thumb and grip, cross collar. Now grab the leg. Move into the stack. Good.
Sorry. You okay?
The worst torture spot.
Yeah.
Hand on the mat, right by your ear, right by your ear. Left hand, nope. Oh, wrong pass for me. Sorry. Thought you were doing the other one.
I don't think my leg could move anywhere on that anymore. I think this is like the maximum I can move. It's funny.
I hate doing it to other people. The second
The second one.
both of them hurt.
Okay, time. Let's learn something fun. Do 3 moves today.
Hi, Ray.
See ya. What's up, William?
How's it going?
You guys seen that old movie? I forgot. Groundhog's Day?
Yeah. Bill Murray.
Are you saying it's quarantine day again?
Oh, that.
How does it feel?
I am saying specifically with your hay rays. So, double underhooks was the other main way in which we get to the stack pass, if you remember. Very related. I come underneath both. I can pick them up onto my hips, thumb and grip, get the stack, and then pass. But we're going to learn another move from double underhooks. So it is related, but albeit loosely. I'm going to be grabbing right at the hips with my head low. Now, my right hand is going to come across like this. You see, that's kind of a weird position because look what my hand had to do. It had to go from the hip, still under the legs, and go all the way over here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the lower part of his lapel, just like this, with that hand. Everything's still staying double underhooks. Now I'm going to control the sleeve with my other hand. That's usually not difficult because he'll be controlling your sleeve, so it's usually actually quite easy. Now I have him in an arm bar. You might not know it. I'm going to pop up without pulling anything. I just jump to my feet. Now, as I posture up, I pull. And he tilts on his side, just like that. Because I'm grabbing on one side but not the other, he flips on the one side because it's asymmetrical. Leg over the head, and then I apply the arm bar. This one's really fun. And it really works well, actually. And is not that known. I learned this one from Half Gracie. So, double unders. Head low. Hand to the other side. That's the weirdest part. Choose that timing wisely. Real low on the gi. Grab the sleeve. Now it's all set up. Pop up all of a sudden. Notice how I didn't pull anything. Now I pull and I lift. The idea is to get him to turn out of the way like that. I could try and pass the guard here, but I'm going to go for the finish today. That's it.
When you have your hands in the underhook, when you first started, your left hand was grabbing to the gis, the right hand doing the same thing too? Or is it like grabbing? Okay.
Yeah, you're just grabbing at the hip, anything that you can. Pants, belt, gi top, anything.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead.
Oh, with the same.
I think I'm going to make a Zoom session for the analysis. I don't think anybody will join. I think they'll all be chicken. But I want to today for Kanin Duarch. Are you guys going to be chicken or are you going to join? You can't be seen, but you can only be heard.
I'll be in. I just go take a shower first.
Yeah, I need a little time to set it up. It's actually quite a few things I need to do. Ray, talk for me really quick.
Can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. How are
Yeah.
you, Dan?
That should work. Ooh, I want to let a Zoom bomber in. Can I let a Zoom bomber in?
Sure.
All right, let's let it Zoom.
He's really bad, but I'm curious to have at least be Zoom bombed.
Yeah, you have to. It's part of the experience.
Exactly.
What's up, Wallace, the Zoom bomber? How you doing? You bored?
Marshmallow.
I like it, Wallace. Nice. Nice job. I like your mask. It's really scary. This is our first Zoom bomb, Wallace. We feel very, very honored that you're our first Zoom bomb. Yeah, you. Maybe you should cheer up a little bit. Maybe we could add some makeup or something to the mask or something like that. That would be kind of cool. Let's see. What does it say in the background there, Wallace? Gymnastics, and what does that say in the background of that? I can't quite read it, Wallace. Is your real name Wallace? No, it's not. Well, my name's really Dan. It's good to meet you. I have a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu school in Brea, California.
I was once in a music video that Marshmello did.
Marshmello?
Yeah, that's who he's dressed as. The music artist Marshmello. That's who he's dressed as.
I've never heard of that, actually.
You'll have to go look it up, and then you'll see.
Oh, hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Hablas español? Oh, muy bien. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás?
Oh, Julio speaks Spanish. You can speak to him, Julio.
Yo también. Hablo español. I lived in Spain.
Oh, did you?
¿De dónde eres? España, México.
Cuba. Julio.
Fala português também?
Julio Nacier.
Fala português, Wallace? Fala português? No? Aw. You're shy. It's okay. Of Cabo. I don't know where Cabo is. Cabo San Lucas? Is that Cabo San Lucas? No sé. I do not know. Muy bien. Ejercicio. Rápido. Muy bien. Okay, Wallace, adios.
Adios, Wallace.
Hi, Wallace.
That poor kid. In some Spanish-speaking country. He seemed nice.
He wasn't offensive.
No, he wasn't offensive.
Take a gun and go like this and shoot it at us. So.
Yeah, but then he kind of opened up. Like once he got over his 5-second stick, like he was talking to us on the chat.
What was he saying?
He said Spanish, please. He said todo bien, and he said de Caba. And when I said de donde eres, de Caba, do you know what would be the context of that, Julio?
Actually, I don't know what that would be.
De donde eres is where are you from, right?
Yes, that's true. Yeah. I guess he's saying some sort of city or something.
Of Caba. That means just literally of Caba. It's Cabo San Lucas. No, Caba.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Argentina. It's the capital of Argentina.
Oh, is that
The
right?
capital of Argentina.
That was Buenos Aires.
Yeah.
Wait. Maybe I was just getting Caba, Argentina autofilled. Why is Buenos Aires coming up when I say Caba? Okay, time. That'll do. Just one piece of the puzzle. I give this speech a lot, not in context of lockdown, but there's gonna be phases in your jiu-jitsu where you're injured or can't train for some other reason. And it's really during those times where you do what you can and just like, okay, you're swamped with school and you're depressed because normally you train 5 times a week. But now with school, you can train like 2 times a week tops, and most of the times it's 1 time a week. Then you come that 1 time a week. And if you have some time, maybe you watch a video of techniques in between classes or work or whatever's consuming your schedule. Or you're doing your rehab exercises to the maximum benefit. You're still showing up to classes, watching it, even though like the learning is taking place at 20% of normal. But that really differentiates like you from the other people, because everybody goes through phases where they're not able to train. And a lot of people have this all or nothing mentality. You can kind of see that. Is that, I mean, yes, the situation isn't ideal, but you can still learn a lot in these like remote sessions. And there are some benefits to where, you know, mostly it's a disadvantage, but there are some benefits to where you're actually learning things that you wouldn't otherwise have learned, period. And so that's kind of like doing your part. But I want you to notice that there are 3 people in here as well. Like, look how many people are actually making the most of the situation and just training. And it's very rare, that individual. And that's why most people don't make it to black belt, is they don't have the mental tools. It has nothing to do with the physical or anything like that. As soon as, for a lot of people, they get on track, they get a good 6 months of training, and then they get a bad cold, for example, or flu, and they have to take 2 weeks off. And then they're like, oh, I have to start over from the beginning. And then they end up quitting because jiu-jitsu hasn't been in their lives long enough to where it's like a given. But there's always something that will come up. And people have that all or nothing. I'm either going to train what I normally train, which is like 5 times a week, say, or I'm not going to train at all. Like that's not the right mindset that you have, because there's always going to be those challenges in life. And it's kind of interesting because we're all facing the same challenge at the exact same time with our training, trying to do what we can to progress our skills. Not so much me. I'm doing it more through video analysis, but even then, I learn the most through rolling and experimenting. But that's not true of everybody at every phase of their development. The first 4 or 5 years or so, you're learning like new techniques left and right. Do you know how long it takes me to learn a new technique? Very long time. I mean, I can go and look on an instructional for a new technique, but one that works and it's vetted at the high level, it takes a long time before I've seen something new, to be honest with you. Doesn't mean I'm good at it all. But my point there is that just by like seeing like a new move, like you've seen it and you've tried it, so what, it's on a dummy, like you're still progressing at a great rate. All right, I'm going to set up. You guys going to hang out in the Zoom, or are you leaving?
Yeah, I'll hang out. I just gotta take a shower.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to see that. Oh. Okay. Yeah, just mute.
Is this the same Zoom that we stay in if we're going to watch the analysis thing? There's not going to be a new Zoom?
Ooh, how are we going to do that? That's actually a very good question. I'll try and set it up. I don't know. I'll try and figure it out, okay? I'll try and figure it out to where you can watch a Zoom version of the analysis. Yeah, it shouldn't be a big deal. I'll simulcast to Zoom and to YouTube. Or to Facebook.
I'm not 100% sure if we'll be able to do it, but...
Oh, look, slackers. After that speech, then you're going to slack?
Actually, why do you think a lot of people aren't coming? Like, why aren't more people doing this?
Because they don't want to. That's it.
They don't really like jiu-jitsu then.
It's not it. That's not it. It's just like, oh, it's not fun, you know, and they're not going to do it. Like, rolling is fun. There's no doubt about it. Rolling is fun. The camaraderie of just like, you just drive somewhere and it's like all taken care of for you. Like, yeah, there's a lot about that. Then there's financial difficulties with some people, a lot of people. And then, like, yeah, the cancellation, we don't have any members, like, at our academy, basically. There's, like, a few. So, yeah, it's kind of hard to, like, have a high membership in the class when most quit. Because a lot of people see it like this. It's not exclusively a jiu-jitsu decision. is that they're like, oh, I can't get like the real full training. I'm going to put my contract on hold until this is all done. That's the most common thing. Financial hardship or no financial hardship.
That's what the students at my school are doing. There's like, if you go online in the fall, I'm not going to do it until you guys go back fully face to face.
Yeah. And the reality is, like, who really has a 6-month window on average $6,000 operating expenses on average, and for you guys it's going to be higher. It's going to be about the same as mine, a little higher. Like, multiply that by 6. That's a big number to have in forward, like a padding. Most people are operating almost month to month.
Yeah.
So like being in the second month, you're going to see a lot of people start to fold, basically. I can do 3 months, that's it. And 3 months is like super pushing it. And
you're going to get a business loan or something.
Trying. I guess I'll just try and get a conventional loan if the PPP falls through. The PPP would be nice because I haven't taken a paycheck since December. So, like, yeah, that's pretty rough. Whatever. It is what it is. Not your fault. You guys are like the dedicated crew. All right, let me set it up. It takes me a long time to set up.
So we hang out here?
No, go on mute. I don't want to hear you as I hang out. I'm muting my camera. I'll tell you when I'm about to start.
Okay. I'll mute mine too. Wayne will come back later. Thank you.
Yep, thank you. Christina thinks she's on mute, but she's not.